In this video, I will be inviting you to use your Hebraic skills of discovery. You cannot teach anybody anything. You can only help them discover it within themselves. This quote has perplexed me, drawn me in, invited me to ponder over and over and over, and it has inspired me. It became a drive in me on how to actually teach like this. The question I was asking myself is, how can I help others discover truth within themselves? How can I guide someone to see truth? How can I teach in this way? In everything I do in these classes, this is my intention. I know that I cannot just tell you, but I can show you, and I can help you to take the steps necessary for you to understand it within yourself. Another quote that I have loved says, "The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see." This illustrates how I will be sharing this Hebraic ancient symbol during this class. I will do my best to show you, but you will have to do your part of searching, observing, noticing, looking, and seeing. I know that we may not all be able to absorb all of it at once because this material can be considered classic, which means it can and should be revisited over and over. Because we are beings of a Hebraic patterned creation, we learn in layers, just like the Earth's atmosphere and surface and our body's skin layers. And that is how our mind and heart absorbs wisdom and understanding, one day at a time, one sleep after sleep. I know from my process, it took me over a year to understand what I was learning here. Layer by layer, I could see more, and I invite you to continue your search until you see it. You can see it. What I'm going to show you today is something I found as I searched and dug and as I found evidences of the truth of it. I would like to create a space for you to make your own personal discoveries and connections, or to provide a way for you to make those connections on your own and to instill in you the confidence for those connections to increase. We do this through a tutorial style discussions and using these skills of discovery. So during the second half of this class, that's where we do the live discussions. It will be a tutorial style discussion where we will search and learn together. And during this time, we will be searching in our Bibles or in the dictionary, and we will be searching to make individual connections. I will ask you simple questions to engage you to use your skills of discovery. And this invitation will allow you to receive and to find personal significance and discoveries. And this is the result that we desire here, is we want you to make those discoveries and to be receiving truth and those connections. I have identified these important natural skills and abilities we use to make connections and discovering truth. These are the skills we use to learn symbolic Hebrew meanings in the Hebrew way. So the first skill is to observe. Observe means to look and to see and to notice and to be attentive and to practice. The second skill is to explore. To explore is to stretch and reach through the eyes, providing and igniting curiosity. The third skill is to ask. As I ask you questions, your mind will go search for the answers and more information, and I invite more exploration until it will eventually find a connection. When I ask myself questions, my mind starts searching until I find an answer. So as we ask, we shall find. And as we ask ourselves questions, it also does the same thing. Our mind will go in search of the question and of the answer. And that's what amazing about using these skills that we will find as we ask. And our minds know what to do, and our minds respond, and they are built for this kind of searching for truth. As you are just searching and observing, there really doesn't have to be a right or wrong attached to the outcome. Observing is a neutral activity of your mind and heart. And the result is where we choose to put a judgment on things, if something is good or bad, or complements our understanding of truth or falsehood, which is usually based on what we've experienced and based on questions that we have in our heart. So you can see my 4-minute video on the skills of discovery for a little bit more, and you can read more in my article called Nurturing Our Skills of Discovery.